It's all right.
Alrighty. I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm
Let me
already
go mute.
live. Alright, let's go over to this scene. So, y'all, we have a PDS tornado warning that just got issued by the National Weather Service out here in Memphis, Tennessee. So that has initiated us to do a urgent live stream. Let me go ahead and pull up my feed real quick here. So now a PDS tornado warning in place over New Albany in northeastern Mississippi. That means it is a particularly dangerous situation, tornado warning. So please make sure that you are in your safe spot. Again, that is a PDS tornado warning that has just been issued by the National Weather Service out here. And yeah, yep, there's a CC. Lucky we've got a CC. Pretty sure that is a CC. Yeah.
Dude, bro, what did I tell you, bro? That I told you that thing had a look.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah, you definitely did. I remember that.
I
I
said that
gotta...
like 20 minutes ago, I think.
Nah, that was right when you got back, buddy.
No, I'm sure you can rewind and find me saying it before.
Alright, there we go. Set that up too. So we now have a PDS warning here. You want me to stay on mute, Lucky, or just unmute?
It's up to you.
Yes, this is correlation coefficient here. I'll mute for now.
Okay.
So that is your debris ball right there. That is your debris ball. Currently a large, strong tornado ongoing out here in northeastern Mississippi. This is a particularly dangerous situation, tornado warning, which means a large, confirmed, strong tornado is ongoing here in this area. That is going to go very close to New Albany. Very close to New Albany in northeastern Mississippi. It's just one storm. This is our only storm that is tornadic here, so everything else is really weakened. There's just a few severes up here. Flash flood warning still ongoing, but this one storm just it managed to get away from a bit of a cluster, and you can see it is somewhat semi-discrete embedded inside of this clustered line here, which has promoted it to intensify quite quickly, and therefore there is a greater opportunity for it to drop a tornado, and in this case it has dropped a strong tornado just to the southwest of New Albany and northeastern Mississippi, so make sure you are in your safe spot there. And you can see that CC continuing on the next scan right there. Still continuing. Maybe not as strong as the last scan, but still a tornado ongoing there. Make sure you are in your safe spot if you're in this tornado warning. Let's go ahead and zoom out here. So just to give you a broader view of where this is located, this is Tupelo, Mississippi here, and this is where our tornado warning is. I actually don't know the National Weather Service in this area. Let's see. Okay, it is Memphis. That's what I was thinking. That's what I said earlier. So yeah, there's your CC. Tornado still ongoing there. Heading up towards Flatwood, Rockyford. Hurricane is currently in a PDS tornado warning out here in northeastern Mississippi. So we'll keep an eye on that. No, Grumpy, we only had one big dust tornado in southwest Mississippi. I saw that from a video online, actually. It didn't seem strong. It was just a big dust. It seemed like there was probably a tornado embedded in all of it. And it didn't have any CC from far away. It barely had any rotation, so this is our first proper strong area of rotation today. You can see it is very strong. Definitely strong winds going away from the Tupelo radar towards the Tupelo radar. That indicates a strong area of rotation right over that area. You can see a CC drop right there. So if we do our little checkbox here that we normally do, so reflectivity check, velocity check, NROT definitely check, ZDR drop check, spectrum width check, CC check. So that checks everything in the box of confirming a tornado, and thus it is indeed a tornado ongoing. Also, some very large hail with this storm, too, back up in the base of this supercell's core. Let's see, 1.75-inch hail. Wouldn't be shocked if it's a little larger than that. If we take off the radar, you can see that this is currently over really open field on that newest scan. However, that will change, so we'll see if that CC gets deeper here in, I think right now, should be the next scan. Okay, maybe 30 more seconds here. But on the next scan, that CC, if it's on the ground, if there's still a tornado on the ground, that CC is going to get deeper. If not, that CC will stay very weak and very high percentage there. Also, I would like to note, if we zoom out here, we go to the SPC outlook, we go to their moderate risk. This is dead center of the 15 sig. Dead center of the 15 sig tor that they left out here. One single strong tornado, though, definitely does not verify a 15 sig. Still a tornado ongoing. You can see that CC. Very obvious right there. It does depend, though, because if you have like a very small moderate risk, sometimes just a single strong tornado actually verifies the entire moderate. But in this case, we were expecting several tornadoes, and a few of them to be strong to intense. And this is our first strong to intense tornado of the day here. Now, if we get a second one, then that would probably verify our moderate risk in this region here. But again, tornado on the ground there. We're going to keep watching that one. Okay. Also, a new tornado watch was just issued from Monroe, Louisiana, down towards Beaumont, Texas. Look for cams. Man, this ain't gonna have no cams on it. What you talking about? You know how rare it is to find a camera in a tornado-warned area that's actually pointed in the right region? Nearly impossible. So this is west of Tupelo. Okay, there's Tupelo. There's the interstate. There's New Albany. No camera. Alright, go ahead. You're muted. Oh. Pff. Okay. Let's see. So I'm assuming he's on it then. Alright, let's see. Let's see this. Probably Scud or something. Very ominous. Definitely still ongoing on that newest scan. Gracious. You know what? I wouldn't be shocked if it is, Lucky. On that newest scan. I would not be shocked if Reed is right with that. How the heck did he get on this storm? I still don't understand how he does it. Okay, he's got a viewing window here. Do they not have their drone up? Like, this is definitely the time to get the drone up if they got a drone. Maybe they're not in the best spot for it. I'll unmute Lucky here. So,
Dude.
Yeah, I mean, this is a potentially violent tornado now. With that new couplet, newest scan.
Oh, yeah. For a second, I thought the radar wasn't working for a second, but it is.
Also, Lucky, I would like to note
is...
this is in the 15 sig tor.
Oh,
that they kept that I didn't think would actually do anything. Yeah, they kept it, and it's definitely
very fine.
Well,
Right now, right now, right now.
it depends. Like I just told chat, you really just one tornado doesn't verify a big
Yeah,
15 sig.
yeah, you're right. My bad. But it's definitely showing why
They have a 15
they.
sig. Yes, it shows
Yeah,
the environment. It shows exactly what could have happened if we did get a discrete storm in this environment.
and I did call this out. I will say on my stream I called this out about, I don't know, 15 minutes before it went PDS, if I'm not mistaken. And I had a gut feeling, man. It's just,
So there you go. Classic supercell. Very, very classic supercell. Very
dude.
classic ZDR arcing. Something that you see in intense supercells. And you can see the ZDR drop on the end of that right there. So very, very classic. Very classic HP Dixie Alley strong tornado here.
Oh yeah, when we say HP, it's definitely HP. Yeah, we can confirm that by chaser feeds.
Yeah, that is for sure. Very, very high precipitation supercell here. Which means it's going to be impossible to tell if it's on the ground from a chaser perspective.
It almost looks like there's a donut ish on a reflectivity TRG. There's red all around and then there's like yellow and orange in the middle. At least on the newest one on 38 is what I have. At least on GR2. For me, that's what it looks like on GR2.
Are you pointing out the clear air or what?
No, and like in the hook. Like
Yeah, you
where
have
it
to
is.
send me a screenshot because I got a different color table. So still a PDS tornado warning for the city of New Albany, Mississippi,
Yeah.
Wallerville, Blue Springs, and Sherman. All very, very populated areas. Matter of fact, unfortunately, this is heading right towards a decently populated region. Look at that. Definitely a lot of homes there. Yeah, I did
It
see
just
that.
updated. It just updated. Now it's not there.
Very populated
Dude.
area.
Oh man.
So it's going over trees right now. It just actually went over houses on that last scan, newest scan. It's now over trees. Yeah, and in about 2 minutes or so, maybe 3 minutes, it's going to start heading into more homes. A lot more homes out here. Plenty of houses. So this tornado is about to impact houses in Bald Hill along County Road 101 and County Road 87. That is the intersection that this tornado is ongoing in right now in Bald Hill, northeastern Mississippi, pretty well to the southwest of New Albany, Mississippi. And that is eventually going to head up into New Albany, Mississippi with time here.
Dude.
Very intense area of rotation.
I'm glad I kind of called this out early on when it was just a regular tornado warning.
So pure gate to gate right now was 120, but it could easily be significantly more strong than that.
I have
I mean, it's definitely a strong to intense tornado.
I have 125 right now. I mean, that's still a little higher than what you said, 120. I found 91 against 34. So
Oh, yep. Unfortunately, that is right over all those homes now. Right. Oh my goodness. Right over them. Look at that. Right over them homes. Gracious day.
this is not good. This is not good. This is not good.
I don't know why the CC isn't that deep, but unfortunately, this is lofting debris over 8,000 feet now. Yeah, you can see it's now over houses. I don't think this is the newest scan. I think... Oh, my mistake. This is the newest scan, actually. And this is going to head right into the city of New Albany here. I mean, that's right where it's going. And if it occludes, I mean, it's going to go right towards New Albany. But even if it doesn't occlude, let's see here. So this is another useful thing GR2 has.
Hold on, I gotta mute you on my end. Hold on. Wait.
So that's its exact track. Right there.
Okay, TRD, mute me real quick.
What? Okay, I'll go watch. So that would take it on the southern side of New Albany. If it doesn't change direction, which is highly unlikely, that would take it on the southern side of New Albany between the intersection here of I-22 and I-22 and just Road 15. I don't know if that's definitely not a highway symbol. But right in that area. Still on the ground going over Michelle now. Or is that Mitchell? I don't know. County Road 86, County Road 94, that's where it's going, right in that intersection area. Give me a second. Yeah, fully rain wrapped. Fully rain wrapped. Not able to see this tornado. Even from drone footage, you can't even see it. I do think that rotation has weakened significantly now. Well. Yep. Dude. Dude. I do think it's lifted. I do believe this is lifted. If not lifted, significantly weaker. So I think this peaked in intensity right here. These three scans. This scan, this scan, this scan. Which if we take the debris signature, we do that. Get rid of radar. Those white pixels that you see right here, that is the likely area of where it was peak intensity. Which unfortunately, look at that, there's definitely homes directly in the middle. So those would be the houses that were potentially impacted the worst out of this tornado. Right there. So those homes. I'm literally watching Reed stream and I do not see a wedge, Cody. So I don't know what you're talking about, bud. There's still a chance it's ongoing right there. There's a very, very, very light CC. And the rotation also has died out significantly. This is our only tornado warning in place right now, and it is a PDS tornado warning. So it's just a storm that managed to get itself in the right environment, in the right area, and take advantage of what environment we have. It's at 45 knots. It's not really going that high. I do not see a debris signature anymore. Oh, there goes Reed's rocket. There you go. So Reed just put a rocket into the storm. Yeah. It's going to go all the way up. Yeah. I flopped down into the tree. For real. Dude. Yeah, they do. I probably wouldn't have done that because what's the point for that? I mean, like if you're close to the tornado, there's a big point in that, obviously. But when you're not even in inflow, I mean, I don't know exactly where they are, but Reed knows what he's doing. So he did it for a reason. Whoa. Okay, that velocity just jump scared me. Yeah, that's CC's corruption.
Really
Alright,
dark
I'm
and
gonna
then
mute
it
Lucky
got
now.
lighter. Oh, okay.
Unmute.
Oh, I mean, I thought you said muted.
You told me to mute you.
Yeah, yeah. I did.
I don't just automatically know when to unmute. Apparently, new PDS according to Sebastian.
I don't see it. At least not yet.
All three of
Oh,
my
wait.
radar sites don't
Yep.
see it.
Yep. New PDS.
Dang, bro, y'all got fast radar sites over there. Oh, here it comes.
Tornado warning for North Central Pontotoc County in northeastern Mississippi, Union County in northeastern Mississippi, Northern Lee County in northeastern Mississippi, Southeastern Tippah County in northeastern Mississippi, Western Prentice County in northeastern Mississippi, Lee, Pontotoc,
Yeah, this could drop
Prentice,
another
Tippah,
big one.
and Union County in
Yeah.
Mississippi.
This could drop a big one right on top of New Albany. My goodness.
I mean, how?
My goodness, it could drop a big one right on top of the city. Look at that.
Dude.
Wow. Gracious day.
Let's hope that does not happen, please.
So you can see this is where it occluded down here. This is our old tornado. It occluded right there. Boom, occluded. And on the newest scan, it looks like it's trying to strengthen right over the city of New Albany in northeastern Mississippi. Gracious. Just a crazy area of winds. I can't even see where the rotation is anymore in that.
Me neither.
Oh my word, that new scan. It looks like it's about to become a donut. It looks like that hook is about to occlude.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
up
is
to the
that
base of the supercell, and either it's going to occlude and die, or it's going to occlude and drop a big, big tornado.
I was almost debating, was that actually a corruption? But yes, it is. Because
Yes, that's
even
CC's corruption.
because that other product that we use, it does not match up either.
Yeah. Pay attention to spectrum width and ZDR. It's very important to pay attention to, especially when you're dealing with a potential donut here like this. But man, pull up Reed again. I'm not playing his audio. I'm gonna try my best not to.
Right? Me too.
It looks like he's being engulfed by the storm now, since there's rain all around him. But either way, you're not going to be able to see this thing. You're not going to be able to see this thing until it's right in front of you. It is, if it's on the ground, it is a very, very, very large rain-wrapped tornado. And nearly fully rain-wrapped. What does this look like from the Memphis radar? Even from the Memphis radar, which is very far away, you can still see an area of rotation there. But the Memphis radar is nearly useless because it's so far. Alright, that is definitely fully rain-wrapped. Fully rain-wrapped now.
Bro, just don't look at Enrod, bro.
Of course I'm gonna look at Emrod. That's one of the products I always switch between.
You know, it is.
Wait for that new scan. Should be in 1 second. Right there. Still a very, very, very strong area. Now, I believe, did Reed just have power flashes? I'm going to mute Lucky here. Yeah, that was probably a power flash right there. Reed's getting outside of the precipitation core now, so he's getting in front. I mean, if it's in there, if it's on the ground, dude, it's a beast. Right over New Albany. Reed's in the inflow of the tornado right now. Jeez. Yeah, so just New Albany, Northeast Mississippi. Make sure you're in your safe spot. It's hard to say exactly what the storm's doing. It's not close to a good radar. There's a lot of contamination in it, so be careful when reading radar on this storm. It's got a lot of contamination, hail spike contamination, and just overall interference from the radar in it. Hard to say what it's doing here. It may be weakening or recycling. It could be doing literally anything. So just make sure you are still in your safe spot here. It's very difficult to even say where the area of rotation is with this storm. Gracious day. That thing's been on the ground for a while. I didn't realize that. 1, 2, 10 minutes. So this tornado could have been on the ground as long as 30 minutes here. As long as a 30-minute tornado. All the way from east of Denmark, Mississippi, all the way till almost on the city of New Albany. Like I said, it's just impossible to tell what's going on right now inside that storm. Just going to keep a very close eye on all of our products the best we can. I believe that's ZDR right there. Yeah, that's definitely ZDR right there. So, nice new shortcut I just figured out on Radar Omega there. It's a bit of a flashbang every time I switch to it, though. Yeah, it's hard to say what's happening here, but if it is on the ground, it's near or over Concord, North Haven, rather. Jeez. North Haven, Concord, Pleasant Hill, Union Hill, northeast side of New Albany. If it's on the ground, that's where it is. Somewhere embedded in here. And it is impossible to see. It is impossible to see. And now it's starting to get dark, too, so there's a very low chance that you're going to be able to see anything in that storm. So please be in your safe spot there. All right. Stopwatch goes now. Let's see. There's that new scan again. I would also keep an eye on the storm to its west just in case it's following that same environment that this storm here just used. So I would keep an eye on that storm. But this is the main one to watch right now. We'll keep an eye on that. So likely this is recycling here, and we'll attempt to drop a tornado a bit later in the future. And they did just tore possible that severe. I just talked about that severe. They just tore possible severe that. So that storm I literally just mentioned now just went tore possible severed. That's going to head right towards Tupelo. So Tupelo, Mississippi. Keep an eye on that storm. At the moment, just stay away from doors and windows. You're good. But do monitor it because that could become tornadic very close to you. Too late. That new scan looks like it's an absurd area of ridiculous rotation again, but it's very contaminated. It's a big mess. It is a big mess there. Yeah, still a PDS warning. One PDS warning, so the other one was dropped. But we're still at it for 30 minutes here. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, so the storm behind it we'll keep an eye on, but it's probably not going to have as high of potential as the storm we just dealt with there. Let me look at ZDR here. It still has that classic ZDR arcing signature. So as long as it keeps that, it could easily produce another tornado. Once that classic arcing goes away, there's a chance that it's just going to die right out. So this is the progression of it. I mean, this storm, we started watching this storm. If we go back to GR Earth, we started watching it way back here. When we ended our last live stream, this was the storm in Greenville in Mississippi that I pointed out being a severe. And I said to keep an eye on these here because they would likely become the next big issue. And then, as you can see, it indeed became the next big issue. We had, this one's been a long track. This is the same tornado that produced an unwarned tornado near Blaine, and then another tornado here near Minner City, and also 85-mile-an-hour winds, and then a PDS tornado warning up here with another strong tornado. So this storm has produced a lot of significant hazards here. Very long duration storm right there. Long tracked storm. Still a PDS warning for over 30,000 people, including New Albany and Baldwin in northeastern Mississippi. Yeah, that southern one is starting to get a little more concerning. It doesn't have a classic arc to it, but you can see it's starting to get a ZDR look to it that may favor tornadic potential. I don't know if that's true or not. But if it is, we may have a very strong tornado on the ground here, northeast of New Albany. You can see here, that rotation really hasn't weakened at all. If anything, it's actually strengthened on the next few scans here, or the last few scans, I should say. Reed has encountered a down tree, so that's probably the end of his chase. Unless he can get around it and go very, very far east and then northeast. Yeah, Connor is in Tupelo, booking it north. On the interstate. Or actually, he may be booking it east. He's right around Tupelo. I don't know if he's going to go for the southern storm, which is heading right for Tupelo, or if he's going to book it north towards this storm. Let's go back here again. Yeah, again, can't tell you if it's on the ground or not, but if it is on the ground, it's a strong tornado. There's just not a lot of confirmation I can give you there. Just may have a tornado ongoing here. Northeast of New Albany. What? Oh, never mind, never mind. Yeah, I know, Lucky already pointed that out. Like 4 times. Alright, so, again, just make sure you're in your safe spot if you're in this tornado warning. Also keep an eye on the one behind it. We'll just keep an eye on these storms for a little longer here. But, yeah. It's also starting to get dark out here, too, so you're not going to be able to see these storms. They're going to be, high precipitation supercells, that you're just not going to be able to see if they drop a tornado. And like I said, it's also starting to get dark out as well. It's currently, what, about 7 o'clock over there, a little after 7. Likely a CC contamination there from clear air. So it's still occluding here. But on that newest scan, now it's got its hook echo back. So 3 scans ago, it didn't have as pronounced of a hook, but now it does have a more pronounced hook. And like I said, as long as it keeps that ZDR arcing, it's going to be able to try to produce tornadoes. And then back here towards our second storm near over Thaxton. That's just going to depend on wind shear. I don't know if that storm's going to have enough ingredients to do anything. There over Thaxton, going eventually towards Tupelo in about 30 minutes. It's difficult to say if it's on the ground or not. Connor is heading north. He is indeed heading north for this storm, which he might be able to just barely get a visual in time near Boonville in about 30 minutes or so. Man, Reed has encountered so many roadblocks here. So that's still a PDS warning. I imagine a new warning is probably going to come out soon. We'll see what warning they go with. That was a cop on his right. I couldn't see what was happening there, but I'm pretty sure that was a cop. Yeah, that's probably a donut there. So if that stays for more than 2 scans, then this is going to drop another tornado very soon. If not, then it's just going to occlude. So we'll see what happens there. Just mute it on Discord, see if Lucky notices. That I'm not talking at all. There you go. He just said, all right. All right. See you later, brother. Oh.
Tornado warning for northeastern Union County
Still
in
PDS.
northeastern Mississippi, southeastern Tippah County in northeastern Mississippi, northern Prentiss County in northeastern Mississippi, Alcorn County in northeastern Mississippi, Alcorn, Prentiss, Tippah, and Union County in Mississippi.
So there you go. They've continued a PDS warning. That's definitely for the better there. Very strong air rotation still present. Hard to say exactly what's happening with the storm, but it's definitely trying to produce a tornado here. And if it does, it's going to go right towards Jumpertown, Boonville, which is right where Connor's going. He was on Highway 45. I think he's still on Highway 45, actually. He is. So he's still on Highway 45, booking it north. But like I said, you're not going to be able to see this tornado. I mean, it's super rain wrapped if it's on the ground, which they did. That is observed. Radar confirmed. Near Knoxville, or rather, I thought that said Knoxville. It actually says Neonville. Neonville there. Which, it's actually barely to the... I don't even see a town named that. Okay, there it is. Neonville right there. So... likely tornado on the ground here still. Okay. No CC drop yet, which is really, really good. But it could drop at any given moment. Oops. All right. Yeah, I still don't see any debris signature here. That southern storm still doesn't seem to be increasing in velocity, so that's good. It doesn't seem like it's trying to increase in strength there. It still has a very good structure to it. If we go back to ZDR, Like I said, as long as it keeps that, ZDR arcing, it's going to be able to continue to rotate and try to produce a tornado. Just difficult to say what's happening with this storm. It's a very messy, very, very messy storm here. I can definitely see a boundary right here that's set up out of this southern storm. I don't think that's going to be anything notable or be a big factor here. There's a chance that could increase inflow in this storm, but wouldn't shock me if it doesn't. There we go. Alright, it did fall apart on that new scan. It is fully occluded and it is done. It could recycle, but in the near term...
Northeastern Pontotoc County in northeastern Mississippi, Union County in northeastern Mississippi, northwestern Itawamba County in northeastern Mississippi, northern Lee County in northeastern Mississippi, southeastern Tippah County in northeastern Mississippi, western Prentiss County in northeastern Mississippi, Itawamba, Lee, Pontotoc, Prentiss, Tippah, and Union County in Mississippi.
Yeah. Likely not much rotation there. This area is corruption. That's clear air. So, not too sure why that warranted a tornado warning now. We'll just keep an eye on it. Radar indicated tornado warning there. Yeah, that's corruption. See, that is corruption. That is corruption. Switch back here. Clear air, clear air. This one up here has fallen apart, so it could still produce another tornado, though. Like I said, as long as it has that arcing with it, it's going to be able to try to produce tornadoes. Let's see. Yeah. So these three storms are, or this just cluster here looks like it might end up being an issue for a while here. I will say the environment gets less favorable within the hour. It gets more capped, less instability. But this is directly where your warm front, cold front is. So these storms may be latched onto that warm front, which could definitely increase their opportunity to produce more tornadoes here. This PDS warning is dropped in 43 minutes. The original one is dropped in 13. Just a big cluster there. Not much happening back out here in Louisiana tonight, which is really good news. Just a lot of lightning, very heavy rain. Main issue is just this cluster up here. Still could produce another tornado. Like I said, definitely down the line, it definitely could produce another tornado. There we go. Sebastian, that is not what he said. That is not what he said at all. I'm listening to his audio. One tornado lifted, and there may be another tornado about to touch down. and be on the ground shortly. He never even mentioned twins. Just mentioned that the storm's recycling. And this storm, I mean, I'm surprised it's staying so well organized. Very, very well organized. It shouldn't stay organized for long, though. It is definitely getting more embedded. I'm looping it over and over again. Yeah, that southern one might become the more dominant one. I do see why they warned that. That might be why. Nope, that's my little brother. Don't worry. Don't know what he's screaming at, but he was screaming at something. All right. Well, ZDR arc is definitely there on that newest scan as well. And that southern one is starting to get more organized. But yeah, I gotta head off here. I didn't have a lot of time tonight, so I gotta head off here in 7 minutes, and I won't be able to head back on. So just make sure if you are in this area, you're staying tuned to all your watches warnings. Even if it goes PDS, I won't be able to come back on here. The PDS warning happened to happen right when I was on my computer, and right when I had a good solid hour to hop on here. So I apologize that I'm not going to be able to cover this storm. I would not be shocked if this tries to drop a big tornado. I would not be shocked if this tries to drop another strong tornado. But I have noticed definitely a notable decrease in ZDR value and organization in this supercell here. So hopefully that keeps going. But I do think one of these, if not maybe even both of them, could drop another big tornado, probably near the Boonville area in northeastern Mississippi. Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate it. I'll still stay alive for just a little bit longer here. Not that long, though. What town was hit by this storm? Let's see. Okay, right there is when it touched down. Alright, so that, I'm going to title this the Thaxton. The Thaxton PDS warning here. And just type that out. There we go. Let's go to the current scan here. Yeah, that northern one still has good arcing, but the southern one now is starting to become more of an interest. Yeah, that rotation's probably going to pick up a lot here over the next couple minutes. Okay. Like I said, the environment also is getting a little worse, too. Let's see. This little corridor, though, over the next, like, hour and a half is actually very favorable for multiple strong tornadoes. Right here. So I would not be shocked if we end up with another 2 or so, 1 to 2 strong tornadoes in this region over the next 2 hours, all the way till about 10:30 Eastern. So just to give you a big, broader area here, if you are anywhere in this area, keep a very, very close eye on the weather for the next hour, rather 2.5 hours. 2 to 2.5 hours. If you are in this area, keep a very close eye on the weather. A few strong tornadoes will likely occur in this area. We've already seen one. We'll likely get a second one out of this one here after I end stream. I would not be shocked if this produces another, or rather, a strong tornado here going up towards the Baldwin area. So make sure you guys watch out there in Baldwin, Wheeler, south and around of Boonville in northeastern Mississippi. Definitely could see a strong tornado develop out of this storm. Hopefully it just falls apart. But the environment definitely does support a strong tornado threat there. All right, that was just to make sure I spelled that right. Yes, I did. Alrighty. Well, that's going to do it for this urgent coverage stream. If you are just now tuning in, or maybe have been here for a while, this urgent live stream was initiated due to a strong tornado that was approaching the city of New Albany in northeastern Mississippi. The tornado has since lifted, and the storm as a whole is still significantly weakening. However, I am fairly confident we will end up seeing another strong tornado develop out of the southern storm here. Unfortunately, though, I've ran out of time here. I gotta go do stuff in literally 2 minutes, so yeah, unfortunately can't be here for whatever may come out of this second storm. But just once again, make sure you are keeping an eye on this area over the next 2.5 hours. As a tornado could definitely redevelop in this region. I think that northern one is done. Oh, man. I think that's already on the ground. That may already be on the ground there. Shoot. I can't leave on this, man. I just got to cancel the plans. Dang it. I can't leave on a storm that's that crazy. That's just too crazy to leave on. Look at that. Probably going to get another PDS warning here shortly out of that. I'll see what this looks like over a few more scans here. So like I said, that northern one, I think, is relatively gone now. It is still a PDS warning for 30 more minutes. But that southern one, I mean, this is already dropping probably a big tornado right now. I wonder if Connor went too far north. Nope, he's getting in perfect position to try to see this tornado. Hard to say if that is a debris signature there. The last scan looked very convincing. This one not as convincing, but most likely that is a tornado ongoing. There's a very high chance that's a tornado ongoing near Blue Springs, northeast Mississippi. Okay. Jeez, that is braking velocity again. According to Chaser, this one here is on the ground in Jumpertown. So if you are in Jumpertown, northeast Mississippi, Chaser confirms a tornado is currently ongoing there. I don't see anything very concerning on CC or anything concerning on velocity there. In my opinion, it is like died out. But around Jumpertown, Chaser says tornadoes on the ground. Personally, don't see much. Yes, they have maintained a PDS warning that is an observed strong and large tornado here for Jumpertown in Mississippi. And I mean, that southern one, man. I would not be surprised if that dropped down for just a little bit on those like 2 scans. This scan, lift. I would not be shocked if we just had a brief spin-up tornado here. Very close to Blue Springs, but now it looks like it is lifted. And velocities are a lot weaker. So I'll stay here a little bit longer, just delay my plans a bit, but I really don't want to delay them that much. Okay. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna head off here in 5 minutes. We're gonna try this again. Hopefully we succeed. I still think this is probably going to drop a strong tornado right as I leave. I can nearly guarantee it. Nearly can guarantee a TRG effect here, where right when I end stream, this starts to drop a strong tornado. I can nearly guarantee it. One thing I noticed, now I do see, before the boundary was attached to the southern end of the storm like this. On that newest frame, the boundary is more back here. So this storm is now kind of outrunning whatever boundary was in this area. It's now outrunning. And that northern storm, look at this. Northern storm, no ZDR arc now in place. It actually goes into a ZDR arc at the bottom. You see this? Right there. That turns into a ZDR arc. Yep. Perfect. Perfect drawing right there of the hook echo. So now the southern one has turned into a good ZDR arcing. And this northern one I don't think is gone. I don't think this one's completely gone, but I also don't think it's on the ground. So still want to seek shelter. It could spin up again, possibly on that northern end there. What haven't you seen before, Rockets? I mean, outside of this, there's literally, like, almost nothing. I'm being dead serious. Like, if we zoom out, there's one severe in Kentucky. That's it. That's it. So it's just this one little area. Still radar indicated on that one. Still PDS on the northern one. Via what? My last scan was 2 minutes ago. I'm listening to Chasers here. I know that chaser is on the northern storm. That chaser's on the northern storm. Which I already mentioned that was a second tornado confirmed there. But this person says Blue Springs. That's not where this dude is. I'll double check. Okay, well, he was on the northern one. I guess now he's back on the southern one. He is. These chasers, I swear, man, sometimes they just teleport. So, no, that's correct. It is on the southern storm. So this one actually was on the ground. So that was that CC we saw. The chaser did confirm it was back on the ground. or not back on the ground, but it was on the ground here. So that CC was indeed a tornado. Chaser confirmed that. All right, I'm in here in 50 seconds, less actually. Just stay weather aware in the northeast quadrant of Mississippi. This area. Make sure you are staying weather aware. Could see another strong tornado drop. A new tornado warning just got issued here.
In northeastern Mississippi, northern
Radar
Prentiss
indicated
County in
PDS.
northeastern Mississippi, Alcorn County in northeastern Mississippi, southeastern McNairy County in West Tennessee, southwestern Hardin County in West Tennessee, Alcorn, Prentiss, and Tishomingo County in Mississippi.
All right.
Hardin and McNairy County in Tennessee.
This stream was, once again, urgent stream was warranted for a, well, crap. This one just went observed. I don't see it being that strong, though. Well, all three are PDS, dude. Let me go check this chaser again. I was literally a split second from hitting that button. I need to go check these three chasers real quick. I wonder why they went PDS on that northern one again. That thing should really be done. The thing is, the TRG effect's happening right barely before I end the stream. So, yeah, I think this risk did indeed verify now, because that's, what, a third tornado? The third potentially strong tornado here. So I think our 15 sig indeed did verify. All it took was a messy cluster and 3 supercells, or 2 supercells actually. That has died out, so 2 minutes. We'll try it again on their new tornado warning.
In northwestern Mississippi, northwestern Chickasaw County in northeastern Mississippi, southeastern Yalobusha County in northwestern Mississippi, northern Calhoun County in northeastern Mississippi, southwestern Pontotoc County in northeastern Mississippi, Calhoun, Chickasaw, Lafayette, Pontotoc, and Yalobusha County in Mississippi.
Man. So there's a new tornado warning for Bruce, Mississippi. That's another new tornado warning. All right. Yeah, I'm just going to have to go. I apologize. I'm just going to have to go. Because I could extend this stream for like another 2 hours or something, but I'm getting exhausted. I already delayed my plans, and I don't want to leave my family fully hanging here. So I'm going to go hang out with them here. Again, just please be in your safe spot if you're in these tornado warnings. Make sure you have multiple ways to receive watches warnings. And stay hyper weather aware. We could easily see another 1-2 strong tornadoes out of this. There's still 3 PDS tornado warnings in effect, but the southern one has significantly weakened. The northern one is being embedded inside of a line here, so I think that's going to die out as well and not do much. And in the southern one, we'll keep an eye on that. But once again, this urgent stream was initiated due to a PDS tornado warning that was issued in northeastern Mississippi. I'm going to get that town name one more. You're kidding.
Northeastern Union County in northeastern Mississippi,
Yo.
northwestern Itawamba County in northeastern Mississippi, northern Lee County in northeastern Mississippi, Prentiss County in northeastern Mississippi, Itawamba, Lee, Prentiss, and Union County in Mississippi.
The thing is, I don't see like any rotation on them. That's the thing. I gotta type this out one last time. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm gonna go. Again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Let's try this for the 17th time in a row. And like I said, I don't think I will be live tomorrow. That's becoming less and less likely with every new run. I don't think we're gonna see much tomorrow. And I don't think a chase is gonna be worth it, but we'll see how it goes. So I don't expect to stream tomorrow at this point. But yeah, I'll see you guys in whatever stream I do next, or maybe video, depends which one comes first. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your Saturday night. And again, in this area, could see a strong tornado or two over the next about hour and 15 minutes or so till about 10 p.m. Eastern. Once again, this urgent stream was initiated due to a PDS tornado warning over Thaxton, Mississippi. Hope you have a great rest of your night. Bye.